After signing the divorce agreement, he still secretly climbed into her bed, carefully touching her, wanting to hold her to sleep, and she unconsciously sought the warmth of his embrace. When he discovered she hadn't taken off her wedding ring, he smiled, because on his finger, that same ring also remained. Two people who clearly loved each other, but chose divorce due to a misunderstanding. When he threw the divorce agreement at her, her hands gripping the sheets betrayed her resentment, though on the surface she maintained utmost composure. After saying they would sleep in separate rooms, she stood up to leave. When she reached the door, he finally couldn't hold back and stopped her, clearly wanting to speak of love. What blurted out was, "Don't make the divorce public." She pushed him away angrily. Seeing this, he turned and left. She clenched her fist again. He didn't know how to love. She thought he simply didn't love. Reuniting at the airport, both were somewhat moved, but just then his friend rushed up and linked arms with him. He wanted to see her jealousy as proof of love, and she used feigned indifference to mask her hurt. When the subordinate habitually called out, "Madam," both paused their steps simultaneously. The female manager looked incredulously at the subordinate who slipped up. At this moment, he stole a glance at her, and for the first time, she looked directly at him. They both turned their heads in unison to look at the subordinate. Then, flustered, she messaged the manager demanding a change of interviewer. But the manager had already seen through their lingering feelings, so the interview proceeded as scheduled. His heart was in turmoil at this moment. She forced calmness and began the interview. As his fixed gaze grew increasingly intense, she, stern-faced, opened the interview notebook, but suddenly heard him chuckle softly. Answering questions, he kept moving closer. Her pen-holding hand trembled slightly. That deeply hidden love became impossible to conceal when he drew near. She abruptly turned away to avoid him. He, furious, swung his hand and punched the wall. When she visited her university mentor, he appeared before her again, and without a word, pulled her slender waist close.